Hey guys, long time no talk. I just kind of wanted to give you an update with myself, and actually I started working on the Homelite 360. So on this newer cylinder, it's a closed port, unlike the open port of the old one. Much nicer looking cylinder. All I did was is tighten the squish, because the stock squish with no base gasket, and this is with no base gasket, was 44,000, so it's huge. And I tightened it up to an 018. It's basically about as tight as I want to go. You know, it's kind of a smaller saw. You could go a little tighter, but 018's good. So that was like 26 thousandths off the base, so fairly good. And then I left the intake alone. It's plenty wide and everything. It's good. You can't actually widen it anymore because the rings go right between the transfers and intake there. I went ahead and mounted this little Red Barn piston. That way I could run the newer style of rings. You know, they have a normal style of what you find on saws today. Anyways, you get the point. The old ones were thin rings. You know, last time I took like 55 thousandths off the base. The compression still was terrible. So I went ahead and ran that little Red Barn piston instead. I went ahead and pressed in new bearings into it because that's what you got to do, and then press the ring back in. I used my vise, really easy using the vise, didn't even heat it up. So basically I just lowered the jug, I raised the exhaust back up to stock, and then left everything. So that actually lengthened my transfer duration 3 degrees. So now I'm at a 19 degree blowdown, which I think is pretty good. I like that. The intake lowered 3 degrees. It actually went from, it was like 3.5. It went from 61.5 to 65. And then my exhaust, like I said, I took it back up to stock. So there's my exhaust. It turned out really nice. Let's see if I got my light on here. Well, you get the point, gosh. To get to 400 grit. Honestly, 400 grit's overkill in my opinion, but it just takes a second, so why not? I'm going to try to get this back together basically right now. Then I'd like to run it today, although I really don't have any good wood to put it in. I might head over to my parents tomorrow and mess with it. So I don't know if you've been watching or even know where I'm located. So I'm located in the Willamette Valley of Oregon, and Oregon right now all week has just entirely been on fire, and it happens to be in my area both. It's actually just straight east of me. About 2-3 days ago, the fire line was just, I think it's 18 miles east of me. It's actually near one of the farms that I hang around a lot, and it was really close. It's been super smoky. I've never seen it smoky like this before. It's been smoky in the past, but this was next level. I mean, it was dark. Let's see, that was Tuesday. It was dark by 5 o'clock on Tuesday, and right now it doesn't really get dark till about 7:45. And Tuesday and Wednesday, we're supposed to be in the high 90s here, basically the last hot days of summer, and it ended up being, I think, maybe 65, 68. Today's probably going to be a high of like 60, 62-ish, even though, again, today was supposed to be, I think, 80. The smoke's supposed to start clearing out, I heard. Well, it's clearing out now, but I hear it's supposed to kind of clear up like Monday, Tuesday. We're supposed to get a little precipitation maybe on Tuesday, so that's going to help. But, you know, the fire that one straight east of me, and it actually started heading more north. And then I heard today it was going to join up with another large fire further up north. And then there's multiple large fires down just straight south of me. They're literally all encroaching on major towns. I honestly am fine where I'm at. I'm going to be safe. I strongly doubt it could ever get to me. There's just not a whole lot of wooded areas for me in the fire, which is where it's been. It's, you know, Oregon's really covered in trees, and there's just where there's been some small towns taken out just entirely, and those are kind of more out in the wooded areas. So, you know, that makes sense, although it is sad. And there's a lot of people displaced right now from their homes. Some are destroyed and some of them are not. But up north, they're dealing with fires as well. It's not good. There's a town up there called Estacada. It's actually a kind of a smaller, medium-sized town. near Portland, and the fire is just right at its door right now. And that is, I heard they were on the offensive this morning compared to defensive is what they said, so that's good. I've been all over the internet all week trying to stay up on it, and there's not a whole lot of solid information coming out of it. I think it's just kind of something difficult for the news to report on. But, just large fires. I think it was like Wednesday or Thursday, they said the fire damage from this year was double the average of every year, and it's still getting worse. And then another fire popped up over by the coast too, and they had to evacuate a town over there. A lady I work with, she I think probably lived about, I don't know, maybe 8 miles or so from that fire east of me, and they were on a level 2 evacuation since Monday, so they've been staying there and everything. But level 2 basically means that you need to be ready to go, and as soon as they say it's level 3, then you need to get your ass out of there. Some people have died, some people got caught up in it. I don't know if they just weren't notified or they ignored it or what, but they got caught up in it and they died. So that's kind of what's going on me. I'm perfectly safe. Everything's fine around here. I've been hanging out inside all week. I've been outside maybe 30 minutes all week because the smoke has just been terrible. And that's actually why I got back in the garage today. I haven't worked on saws really all summer. Mainly because July and August around here, it's really nice. And that just tends to be the busiest time of the year for me, both as far as my kind of outdoor hobbies go. My work gets busier that time of year, July, August, and September. We're still in our busy season now. It's just hard to sit here in the garage and work on these saws when the weather's finally nice. And I've been on multiple vacations this summer and been out on the lake a lot, been out hiking and backpacking. So it's just kind of hard to buckle down and do these things right now. And I feel bad for the customers of these 2 saws I've been sitting on for a while now, and they fully understand and they know what's going on, and I've been in touch with them, so it's all right. But I think today, like I said, I'm gonna get this done. Hopefully it runs good and everything, and then I'm gonna get back onto that McCullough. And then to tell you the truth, after that, I'm probably gonna just really slowly tinker on saws I have already, because I started a truck build right now where I'm dropping in a 5.3 liter LS and a manual 6-speed into a Ford Ranger, and it's a full-blown custom build truck that I'm working on at my dad's, and I've been working on that slowly. It's kind of the same thing. It's kind of hard right now to work on things, but I've been buying parts, working on it a little bit. And we painted the house this summer. The house is pretty much fully remodeled now. It's just got a little bit of landscaping and it's done. So hopefully you guys are safe out there too. Any of you are in fire danger, and take care.